This is a company you might not have heard of yet. They're based in Denmark, and STOY make various pedals with a real retro vibe. And in this video, I'm checking out the Roaring Bulb tube overdrive. Let's take a listen through various amps using various guitars and various pickups. I've reviewed a few overdrives now, but nothing like this one. For a start, most other overdrives have a volume or level control that allows you to match the pedal to your pedal board and amp's unity gain, maybe a little higher. But this pedal has a fully usable level control that seems to overdrive it more without adding too much volume to the signal. I mean, it does add volume, but not as much as you think. So the gain and level controls can be used to complement each other, and the overall sound you get from it is just monstrous. This thing's huge. Two-band EQ as well, low and high, and no unusable taper here. Every part of the EQ is musical. The low end is really low without being muddy, it almost roars. Not that that's a bad thing, but if you want low end on your overdrive, then this has it. And the high gets nice and crispy without being too ear-piercing. Dial it up though, and it almost sounds like a fuzz drive. Two Footswitches on the overdrive, one for a clean boost with a little colour, and one that drives it hard if you want to, almost to distortion, or as I said earlier, fuzz. Now if you've got a one channel amp, then you'll gain almost two more channels using the Roaring Bulb. And how about a digital amp? I reckon this might just give it that tube sound that everybody's after. It does come with its own power supplies. It needs 30 milliamps and 12 volts, and it's quite a size. One of the biggest pedals I've got actually, but it has got a cool retro vibe to it, and everything feels solid. Nice metal housing, solid control knobs and switches. So what didn't I like? Well, the text is hard to read. Red on grey is a bugger to see, to be honest. And it did take a while to get used to the pedal. As I said earlier, it's unlike any overdrive that I've tried, but the more I use it, the more I totally get it. It is a monstrous sounding thing, so big and full and such a unique tone. Using the pedal with single coils makes them sound massive, and using hot humbuckers you can definitely dial it back to more of a crunch tone. PAF sounds smooth through it, and if you boost the high control it will give you more of the crispy frequencies. Almost reminds me of a parametric EQ, the sound I get from the Tech 21Q strip. And if I boost the highs it gets nice and glassy, the same with the dualist glass setting. It's got that kind of vibe, almost as if they selected a specific frequency range, and it's the same with the low control. Now I always try my best to represent what I hear from the amp in the video. So what did you think? Now I'll leave a link to the STOY website where you can check it out and all the other good stuff that they do. And I'll see you guys in the comments. Cheers.